We don't come again with a brand new one, and this is
Pitch
Analysis.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. In it. My UK guys say that in it. So we all saw the match today. The match between Arsenal and City. That match, we have a whole lot of talk points to give our audience and our fans and whatnot. So we'll take them slowly, analyze the match, dissect them, and give our fans our personal views and opinions and any contradicting views we'll get. No hold backs. Come all out. Speak your mind as it be. So I'll start with who should I go with now? Fabulous D. And at your club now.
Yes, sir.
Say hi to our fans. Say hi to our fans. Say hi to our fans.
Hello. Them say they wait today.
Make it just say hi. Make it just say hi.
All City fans around the world, guys. I love you guys. I'm so proud of you guys.
On 7 points.
Now the 9th position.
And they are proud to say hi to the Some teams don't win 5 out of 5. We don't say hi to any fans.
People like us.
For some teams, what? It's part of it.
So it's
City
nice.
for life.
It's nice to be here to analyze City again. I've seen City down for like how many times this season already?
Only once we don't lose.
Only once. So
Only once. Twice. City have lost twice.
so they've lost twice. Like so, and this draw is like a loss
City
again.
lost to Brighton. They've lost
twice already. You guys lost twice already.
Okay, we lost twice. Yeah.
But this draw to me is like a loss because you guys like you won the match already before the equalizing.
I agree with you.
So
Totally.
I say it's a three loss.
3 losses. I mean.
So Fabulous D.
I agree with you.
So how big of a statement was this performance for Arsenal in terms of their title race, the title ambition? How big of a performance would you rate Arsenal this game?
Brother, there's nothing big about this match. There's nothing big about this performance. Let me tell you something. What Arsenal actually achieved today in a bragging right. All right, for the fact that they did not lose. Kudos to them. They played very, very well. As a matter of fact, they don't deserve to lose this match. I agree 100%. But talking about winning the league with this mentality, if something drastic, no change. Arsenal is not winning. For the past 2 weeks, I've been singing the Arsenal praise that they are going to win the league. Finally, this is the season. But I don't notice that mentality we followed them from last season is still there with them. I don't understand how you have players like Ebere Cheze. You have players like Martinelli. This guy don't prove time and time again that he deserves to be in the starting 11 of Mikel Arteta. And they play Marino. I don't understand. No, I think, well, I cannot come to teach them against us because they are playing against my club. But I keep wondering, why would you keep these guys on the bench? And they play some kind of very funny set of people. You did that last match and you brought in those guys. Game change. You still decide to keep those guys on the bench. The truth of the matter is, Arsenal, you guys were very, very fortunate to get a draw. Because I don't already celebrate. The goal came in about 93 minutes. You understand? So they were very, very lucky. As for statement of winning, nothing. Ojodi for Arsenal. This is Ojodi for Arsenal.
So the way we show the looking, guys saying you get what you talk with the sound well for a year. What do you want to look at?
I would say the sound well. He said something about Mikel Merino. That guy was the star boy for some games last season. I remember how this guy actually won some games for Arsenal. Now in the score goals. In fact, if they score past their normal attackers, and this guy is not even an attacker. They play him in the first 9 position. I know how important the guy has actually been for Arsenal, and even Spain itself, his national side.
He delivered in the last international.
So we can't just say that. You don't know what this player is actually giving Mikel Arteta on the training ground.
Yeah.
So that is one of the bases which he picks his starting lineup. As for Martinelli and the other guys you said that come off the bench, maybe that is even when they are most effective. Because they've started so many games and yet they didn't really show much. That is the essence why the likes of Madueke Eze came into that team. Because Martinelli as a starter, he was already declining.
Let me tell you something. I disagree with you, and I want to say this for the whole world to listen. Mikel Arteta played this match being very cautious. He did not want to lose. All right. You know why I'm saying this? This same formation was what he played against Liverpool. he was very cautious. He did not want to attack. He did not want to lose. The reason why you see as if Arsenal was like putting the pressure was because City decided to sit back to defend that one goal. If City was to, play attack for attack, you will see that this Arsenal fans will not even play with him they play. But
that's the thing about even the what's it called, Pep's ideology too now.
Yeah.
He's a fear self catcher, so that's why I know come all out.
Yeah. No. See,
that's not usually Pep's kind of. So he's a fear catcher.
And kudos to Pep. Kudos to Pep. Yes.
Okay.
I am a City fan. I am a lover of Pep Guardiola. And I love the brand of football when they play. But over and over again, I have said it. That for you to be a champion, you don't need to play well all the time. Sometimes you need to defend. Sometimes you need to play poorly. But at the end of the day, you need to get the result. Last season, we went to Emirates. And we collected 5-1. And everybody was shouting, they beat Oga. This season, the guy came there and played a 1-1 draw. Now they don't see anything to talk now. He defended. Who cares?
Boy still draw Ghana.
Yeah?
Boy still draw
Yes, Ghana. A draw and 5-1. Which one you go choose?
Choose the 5-1. Because boy still draw Ghana.
I don't understand.
Do you even know what baffles me about this? Is that I think Mikel Arteta is now earning some respect. From the likes of the top coaches. My own thing is that from Mikel Arteta's point of view now, you that wants to win the league, these are the kinds of matches that you must not be drawing.
Exactly my point. That's my point.
You went to Liverpool the other day. A champion's mentality is that you can go to a top side and win away, even away from home. And again, this is your home. Until you start winning games at Anfield, you cannot become champion. Until you start winning home games against Man City. Yes, you did it last year. You've done it for like 2 years in a row now. Kudos to you. But you need to be consistent in it. You've played 3 big matches now. Against Manchester United, it wasn't impressive at all. You got the result. But the gameplay against Man U, it was poor. Against Liverpool, the same thing. Against Man City, not until they scored you guys now woke up. So, fair to what he was saying as well, Arteta is not showing that champion's mentality well enough.
I mean, for me, I think I agree with they're not playing all well for
against the big sides. That's what I'm saying. If you must be a champion, you can't just depend on beating the small.
But what I observe about him is his strategy is he comes all out for the small teams. Then he tries to maintain. He tries to maintain a kind of maybe a best draw for the big teams. And it has been working for him for the long. He doesn't win titles, but he comes so close to winning titles. I feel his strategy is still working, but what's happening now is his style of play has actually fallen. But for Arteta, he goes all out for the small teams. When he cut out TV, he go beat them where those big ones get they follow them drag, they get 1 point, but in the time they lose.
And that is why at the best he go finish second.
That's exactly that's what we're saying. So not until you start beating all the big teams. All the big teams. Even if you can't beat them home and away, but at least you must have done your assignment, your job, the first part of the season. The way you start the season determines how you can also end the season. This was the same way Liverpool started last season.
I will not agree because we have seasons where City they don't start well and they end well.
Yeah, they don't start well, but at least, if not that, maybe you that started well at some point, you had a blip, maybe injuries or some certain factor sets in. So that's why maybe other people can also catch up. But most times, yeah, if you start the season well, it will end well for you.
That's fair enough. So for you, Sean, where City's defensive vulnerabilities exposed, or it has not just exploit them perfectly?
Arsenal didn't exploit anything perfectly. So let's take away the perfection part of it. There was nothing perfect about what Arsenal did. In fact, a defense that, considering the 93rd minute, it shows you how astute and rigid it was. Fabulous was saying something about conceding 1 goal, unlike their last match where they conceded 5. It shows you, and Man City also playing like a low block, being very defensive. It also shows you that, okay, Man City are aware of Arsenal's attacking prowess. So they know what they're coming here to do. This is the Emirates. Gone are the days when Guardiola is so respected as a coach and his gameplay, he had all the players that could control the game and all of that. Arsenal now have that as well in their ammunition. So, although they didn't exploit it perfectly, I wouldn't say they were able to also expose Man City's defensive vulnerability. There were no vulnerabilities out there today because Man City were really, really astute and they kept it tight at the back. And that's also a big shout out to the inclusion of Donnarumma, because most times when we talk about defense, Donnarumma is not, and the goalkeepers are not really included in the defensive discussion. And it's not fair on them, because they are, to me, they are part of the defense. A goalkeeper has a way of communicating with his defenders how to control that back four. Although there are some other leadership personnel or individuals that might be present in the back four. But regardless, a goalkeeper must always communicate with his back four. Always. Look at the likes of Alisson and Van Dijk, always communicating. That's what shows you, brings that energy, that strength in defense. So they were not able to expose any vulnerability. The goal just came in, due to intense pressure, and just like a moment of, weakness.
So, Fabulous, did you agree with him? He was trying to make something. He said he considers a keeper to be part of a defensive line. Do you agree with that? Because for me, I believe many persons out there would agree with me that a keeper is different from a defensive line. So what do you say to that?
Yeah, a keeper is different from defensive line, but you cannot separate them, because the truth of the matter, when you have good keepers, they kind of structure the defense, tell them where to stay, not to go inside. Hey guy, come back, you are running inside, stay here, take on this man. You just give them direction, tell them what to do, and you can see Donnarumma do it. Because ever since this guy came, everybody can tell that somehow
there's been an improvement.
Yes, there've been tremendous
drastic improvement.
I feel the improvement is on him, not the defense line in itself. Because he brought, if there was no Donnarumma in that post today,
yeah,
I feel Arsenal are considered a lot before.
It's part of what we are saying.
What we are
even the back four as well. Sorry to cut you. Even the back four, they came with their A game. There's this confidence you have as a defender when you know that your goalkeeper is also very good.
Yeah.
And there's a way the goalkeeper will charge you, and also, I don't want to say control you, but impose his presence on you, because in the end, it's the goalkeeper. He's one that has to do the major work of that. You're supposed to protect him. There's a link, an umbilical, football umbilical cord that connects the goalkeeper and the defenders. So that's what they're supposed to do. Anything from the defensive midfield role to the back is defensive.
You insist. Why we small boy like me? So back to you, Fabulous D. Let's talk about the defining moments. Was there a single chance, mistake, or substitution that turned the game? Was there any sort of thing like that? Maybe one mistake happened, one play, that's what turned the game. And
for me, based on the game plan, there was nothing like a mistake. Everything went well. It was just I say 1 minute switched off. The guys just switch off, and before you know it, it was a goal. For me, everything went as well, because immediately we scored that goal, City knew they had to defend. That was the plan. And if you see, it was going well until that 93 minutes. Arsenal, yes, they played fantastically well. But I tell you the truth, it was not a mistake. It was not because they changed. It was not because Haaland was not there. No. It was just, I don't know. It was just time and chance that happened to that.
happened to them all.
That happened.
So we had him. So what do you say to that?
I totally agree with what he said. I totally agree. But what we're just missing here, some people might not really know, is that even the fact that Arsenal dominated possession, City still had some clear chances.
Yeah.
There was a particular moment when Doku dribbled like 2-3 players, but there was no striker there to like finish it off. Just a tapping would have gotten them a second goal. And prior to that goal, they were on the attack, the offensive, talking about Man City now. So it was just a moment of maybe, was it Savino that lost that ball? Savino lost the ball, yes, when he was trying to dribble too much. Keeping hold of the ball for too long. So before that goal just came in, and what a pass from Eberechi is it, by the way, an assist for Martinelli. What a pass! What a pass!
That's great. So Sheon, to you, which side controlled the midfield battle, and how much did that decide the outcome of the game?
Obviously, Arsenal controlled the larger part of possession, and there's a statistic I was watching after the game in the Premier League studio. They said this is one of Pep's lowest possession ratio. I think it was at 34%. That's to show you how, on or how much they were not onto the ball, how much Arsenal controlled the ball, kept hold of the ball against Man City. So, and this is what shocks me, because this is what Man City is actually known for, keeping the ball. But when your Oh, like call up Ateta to Pep now. This is apprentice or
student.
what? Oh, you don't call a student. Student care.
Student is always a student. It's all crowd. Only top aspects we plant.
System makes like
Okay, all right, former student.
I work for Fabulous. But Ateta, coming under the mentorship and tutelage of Pep Guardiola, I think he has now even mastered that possession game even more than Guardiola himself. Because Arsenal are now the best, team in terms of possession in the Premier League. Unless we just want to start arguing another thing here.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So, Fabulous D. What was your first reaction after the final whistle? Did the game live up to the hype of Arsenal City match? Like, what was it for you? After you watch the match, did you say, this was a match? I mean, give God the glory.
I mean, the match lived up to the billing, lived up to the hype, if you ask me, all right? It was like Battle of the Titans. Big, massive club. In short, title contenders might play this evening. Title contenders, if you ask me. All right, so it lived up to the billing. But the truth is, why everybody is saying it looks as if Man City were defending? What would you have? What do you want? Actually, what would you expect from a team that lost 5-1 last season? Come all out and still collect again. No. It means
we know who is coaching it.
No, it means you have not learned anything.
There's something.
It means you have not learned anything.
There's something we're actually missing out here. Even what I just mentioned, I wanted to say it before as well. When you asked me the first question, he said that Arsenal made a huge statement. This is not just about Arsenal. Arsenal are not the only contenders in this game. Man City are also contenders for the Premier League.
Of course.
So we're not actually also talking much about Man City being contenders. We're focusing more on Arsenal even being contenders. How this game also affects Man City, Guardiola needs to do one or two things better, because even games like this, you can't just be winning and then just throw it away like that as well. Now you've lost 2 games, you've drawn 1. That is that's 7 points. That's 8 points you've lost in 5 matches. That's 8 points in 5 matches, and it's very bad. Very bad.
Yeah, very bad. But looking at the circumstance, you will give kudos to this guy, because honestly, before this match, I'm sure the odds favored Arsenal. The odds favored Arsenal, and Arsenal said no believe say City will come there and get a draw. All right, so for me, a draw is a good result.
Now you sound this humble.
No.
I think it's speaking from a fan's perspective. It's speaking from a yes. Because you can't say Man City are going.
My brother, look. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Except we just want to, kid ourselves. Looking from where we are coming from, we lost against Brighton, for crying out loud. We lost against Tottenham. We lost at home against Tottenham. Tottenham come our home, beat us 2-0. Everybody knows we're struggling. And only for us to catch Man U, beat Man U, we say, okay, last week we don't get our mojo back. We now catch Napoli, beat Napoli. I said, okay. And for me, I said, this match is going to be a defining moment for us. This match now we will take no if truly City is back or they were pretending.
So what would you say now? Is it the back?
Are they contenders or not?
They are now. Why not?
Not on paper now. Like
no. From
what
what I have seen now, my brother, City said will finish ahead of Arsenal.
City.
Yes. With what I saw today, City will go ahead of. Listen, let me tell you something. I've said this and I've said it before. Man City, they on a rebuilding project. They are bringing in players. These guys never really understand themselves. Core of Arsenal player we played 3 seasons ago, still the Arsenal team. They just add few.
And that's not to say for Man City.
It's not. It's not now. Check them now. Check Man City. Check Arsenal. You see that the core players for Man City.
What you just define Arsenal's team to be does not apply for Man City.
I mean the core players for Arsenal. Odegaard is still there, and then they run things for Arsenal.
I think I'm trying.
Saka, no, that he no play, but I'm saying he's still in the team. Saka has been running things for Arsenal. He was there. He played today.
Okay.
The goalkeeper, what's his name?
Raya.
He was there. He played. The back line, all of them complete. Then they there last season.
That is another good analysis.
Okay, let's come to City. Our player where they do the Jojo and no, where they Kevin De Bruyne absent. Okay. Kovacic, they manage. Say okay, if this guy no day, we go manage Kovacic. Absent.
After he work with.
He has been injured for only God knows.
He know they the team.
No, he has not played.
No. He did the team.
No.
But wait, what can I say?
Odegaard, this guy said no even. What I mean is, Kovacic ordinary.
The same thing applies.
Kovacic, no.
Applies for City.
No.
That Arsenal also reviewed it.
They had little things to fix. Let me say.
No, when you say they overhaul now. Check all the midfield players now. Who play midfield for this?
If you're saying January this year, and this summer that we just spent, this summer transfer window that just closed, Man City bought about 8 players, 8 new players.
Okay.
So to be fair on him, I think maybe we can give it to them that they are in a.
How many does?
Except they watch football. All this one.
Arsenal just bought players that could like
improve the squad
actually.
And even
how many did Arsenal? Let's go.
There's something. We can't just go by the numbers. There's something called strategic buying in the transfer window. Arsenal bought players just to replace certain players, and those players they bought with like upgrades of the one that left. I think we've spoken about this several times. The likes of Thomas Partey that left, they bought in Zubimendi. The likes of Jorginho that left, they bought in Nogard. Nogard is not going to be a starter. Fine, Zubimendi is going to be starting. You get. They bought Madueke to complement Saka on the right flank. It's not an upgrade, no, but it gives the squad depth. You get. That's what Madueke brings. Squad depth. Not essentially an upgrade in every particular area. They also brought in this defender, Mosquera. He's not going to be a starter. Saliba is back. And the boy was dropped today. You get. So Arsenal, I think what he was saying is that the core of that Arsenal team that has been, almost successful. They've been coming second, as I said, almost successful. For the past 3 seasons, they are still there in the dressing room. But the ones they've brought in, out of all the players they've brought, maybe only 1 or 2 can move straight into the starting lineup. So there's not much of a difference there, which would be Eze and Zubimendi.
Yeah, like I said,
you still don't believe her.
Naive your guy. So Fabulous, the last one on you. No, Shane rather. This last one's for you, right? So if you had to describe Arsenal's performance in one phrase and City in one phrase, what would that be?
Based on today's games.
Yeah, based on today's games.
Arsenal, they were resilient, they were persistent in terms, going back, falling, they go down and then showing signs of resilience to come back. So Arsenal were resilient. City were very disciplined. Very, very disciplined. From start to the end of the game, they can consider a goal. It's football, but they were very disciplined. So that's what I have to say about it.
So Arsenal, you're resilient.
Resilient in terms of fighting back and everything. City, were disciplined.
Guys, for all of now, we don't shout, we they do church or say City defend, City no defend. Okay, it is part of the game. Football, you either attack, defend, or do what? Collect. Alright, so it is part of the game. That strategy. You and in life, you cannot do one thing all the time. You will try change pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. So today I'm so proud of Pep Guardiola. I'm very proud. All those guys when they say, "Hey, Pep Guardiola, we thought you know how to do attack. We thought listen, sometimes I have said it before and I will say it again. What you need is results. How you get the results no matter.
I just have one question. If this match had ended in a 500 deficit, you have had the same. Pep Guardiola, I greet you, I hail you for this strategy you bring.
That is why at the healer now when he walk, if he no walk, he go collect am. If he walk, he go collect the praise.
So strategy. If you believe in a strategy, whether you work at the point in time, like you gonna say this one, he failed for this match, don't be saying strategy bad.
Okay. That is see, every strategy get within it is meant to achieve at the end of the day.
So now drop this strategy.
No, what I'm saying is every time you draw a strategy, that strategy in itself no be the end point. The strategy is to take you somewhere. So if that strategy where they use, you see say no go fit take you because the most important thing is to take you to where you want to go to.
Is it really
so it's like a bridge. Okay, it's like a bridge to take you to the other side.
So where is this today's match now? The strategy you used, the first strategy was to take him where?
Was to give him a point at least. That is to say, yes, that is to say, instead of your wife to fall you, Obed. Wow. Instead of your wife to fall you, Obed.
I don't hear anyone today.
Yes.
Instead of your wife to fall you.
Instead of your wife to fall you, guy, Oh, bad. May they talk for outside say.
I will talk another thing, but because of our time,
May they talk for outside say,
You know
the wife won't follow me, but he go bed. That to hear say, guy, your wife carry you, put for ground.
That much will come. I hear you. I will take one analyze them again. That's what I will see better to hold.
You see that I just look at. They say this strategy for this.
Instead of your wife to
fall night for table 7 points. 7 points out of 50.
Now here. When I agree with that or not, when I type of that conversation. But I will hold for next match. I mean, as saying fan we go know. But we appreciate you all for being here with us.
Subscribe, guys.
Subscribe, share, drop your comments. Just make this channel grow. Make all of us begin it. More to churn out great content for now. And that's the goal. We're there for now. It is speech
analysis.
Everything
Football.
Gracias.